Hello, this is Professor Titus. Welcome to a wonderful learning edition, and today we are looking at force and motion. Okay, force and motion. And in our discussion today, we are going to define what force is and motion. We are also going to explain the three types of forces. Okay, so this is what we are going to discuss today. So, to begin with, force is defined as a push or a pull that acts in a particular direction. A push or a pull that acts in a certain direction. And to understand on forces further, we use arrows to show the direction in which the force is acting. So, like you are able to see here, this is a magnet. Okay, this is a magnet. Okay, and these are metallic instruments that are able to be attracted by a magnet. So, the direction of a force is from the metallic to the magnet. So we use arrows to show the direction in which the force is acting on. Okay, so like I said, force is a push or a pull that acts in a certain direction. Motion means movement. So anything to do with motion has to do with movement. So motion is literally movement. And there's a very huge connection or relationship between force and motion. So motion is a product of force. This is because when a particular force is exerted or acted upon on a certain object, you are going to see movement or motion as a result of a particular force. So that is the relationship between force and motion. Okay, further, we are going to explain the three types of forces. There are many types of forces, but today we are going to look at the three types of forces. Okay, number one is applied force. So applied force is one type of a force. So applied force is defined as a type of a force which is directly applied on an object. For example, if I push someone, okay, that person is going to make a movement. Is going to move as a result of that push. So that push brings about what we call applied force. There's a force that you have applied on that particular object that is causing that object to move. So that kind of a force, we call it applied force. Secondly is gravity. Gravity is also another important type of a force. This force is experienced in our daily lives as well. Gravity is defined as the force with which the sun, the moon, earth, and other huge objects like planets pull objects towards themselves. Okay? For example, if I jump, what is making me to come down is gravity. It is because there's a force that is pulling me towards the earth. So we call that particular force as gravity. The other type of a force is magnetic force. So magnetic force is a type of a force with which certain objects are attracted to a magnet. So it is a force with which magnets pull materials towards itself, like we are able to see on this diagram on the board. We are able to see a magnet pulling these metallic instruments towards itself. So the force that is causing a magnet to pull these metallic instruments or materials is called magnetic force. So these are the three types of forces that you need to know and that we have discussed today. We defined what force is. We also defined motion and explained the relationship between force and motion. We also explained the three types of forces, which is applied force, gravity, and magnetic force. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Thank you.